I don't upload many midweek videos on this channel, at least not long form videos. But yesterday, when I was outside cutting trees all day, I sold a bunch of stuff. One of them, I'm pretty sure, is the single highest dollar item I've ever sold to date on my ephemera store. I also sold that boombox over there too. So let's jump into these sales and we'll see how much they went for. This little Tonka Wrecker's been sitting in my store for about 3 months now. It's got some obvious signs of use and it's missing the little tow truck attachment that would have gone in the back. And it also, unfortunately, has a cracked piece on the bottom there towards the rear. It does have the original sticker, which helps the value, but you can see it's also tweaked a little bit. It's not really straight. And this piece here is kind of rare. It goes for some really good money if it were complete and obviously in better condition. But because of the condition and because of the missing pieces, this one here sold for $48.99 plus shipping. A few of these Lewis Marx toys just sold, and these were, I honestly was just going to pull them from my store because they've been sitting for a while and they weren't gaining any traction, and it's not a really high dollar item, and I just didn't want it in the store. So I was considering pulling these and just donating them, but they finally just sold for $6 plus shipping. This little Sony camera did not last long in my store. It was missing the battery and the charger when I picked it up, which seems to be a trend lately. But I picked up a Castar charger, and it came with a battery too for only, I think it was like $9.99 in free shipping right off of eBay. But pretty good condition, some scuffs and some scrapes. Came with this little low pro bag, which I feel like 80 to 90% of these digital cameras I find come with this exact little carrying pouch. But like I said, it did not last long in the store, and it sold for $86 plus shipping. Before we take a look at that boombox, I found something at Home Depot the other day that's been an absolute lifesaver for me here in the shop. I was in Home Depot picking up boxes the other day, and next to the boxes, we have totes in our store. It's probably the same in your store too, but this was stacked up next to the totes, and I don't think I've ever seen these there before, so they must be something new. Now, in the past, I haven't done this in a while, but I used to put these on the little Harbor Freight moving dollies. They're really cheap, but they're smaller than the base of the totes, and they don't have these nice little ridges, these lips here on the side to hold the tote in place. And if you're pushing a tote around, you're not looking to see what's in front of you, and you catch like a zip tie on the floor with one of the wheels. This whole thing's going down. And ask me how I know. But I had to grab two of these, and they've been great so far because now I can actually get to the generator when I need to, which was actually happened a few weeks ago. And these and a few other totes back there were all stacked in front of it, and I had to basically take a bunch of them down so that I could slide them out because they were just so heavy. But if it's something you guys want to grab for your shop here, it's called the HDX Tote Taxi. And this isn't a sponsored thing by any means. Home Depot's not reaching out to some guy with 2,000 subs saying, hey, we think you're a great fit to push our products. But the HDX Tote Taxi, definitely something I recommend because it's been working great here in the shop. The rising boombox is leaving, and this is something that was sold for parts or not working because it did have its fair share of issues. When I first got it, the tape player played extremely slow, but after running through a tape a couple times, it got back up to speed, but still wasn't perfect. And then the counter here, the tape counter, that did not work. The lighting behind here did not work. It's got a chunk missing out of the corner there. And this thing would have originally come with two antennas in the back, but only one was included, and that one was unfortunately broken off. It also has, well, its fair share of cosmetic issues basically all around the entire boombox. Now, this can sell for over $1,000 if it's in good shape. These are highly sought after boomboxes, but being in its condition, it didn't come anywhere near that price. And I listed it for $299.99, but I did just get an offer that I accepted for $213 plus shipping. Taking a look at another piece here that's going to be really fun to box up. This is a Yankee drill press. I think on the badge it says it's a number 1005. It's got a cracked handle right here, but it does operate. Everything moves freely. The clamp here to mount onto your bench is all freed up, and someone's buying this to actually restore it. So they sent me a load of instructions on how they want this boxed up, which is fine because shipping is expensive for this one. It's around $50 to where this person lives, and they're not that far from me. So this is going to take some really interesting boxing techniques, I think. And they even mentioned I might want to pull this off, which I don't know how that's going to work because it looks like it's been there for 100+ years. So this is going to be a fun one to box up for sure, but it only lasted a few days in my shop and it sold for $129.99 plus shipping. Okay, let's take a look at some ephemera sales now. One of these pieces, I'm pretty sure it's the highest dollar item I've ever sold in this store. It's pretty cool, so we'll definitely take a look at that. But the first thing going out is from the American Steel and Wire Company. This one's dated 1904. This letter's been in the shop for quite a while, and it just sold for $11.19 plus shipping. Next piece going out is a first day cover. I picked up a bunch of these at an estate sale recently. They came with all the postcards that I just bought. They were all bundled together in these different boxes. And these aren't worth a whole lot of money because quite a few people collected these. There are some that bring some decent money. This isn't one of them. This one here actually just sold for only $3.50 plus shipping. The next one's another first day cover. It's got Winston Churchill on it, 1965. And this piece sold for $4.95 plus shipping. Next one going out is a postcard. This is from 1910. And this one here just sold for $9.95 plus shipping. Next one's another first day cover, but this one here is airmail out of Alexandria, Virginia, it says. And the postmark is also Alexandria. That one sold for $4.95 plus shipping. Next one's a postcard. It's a really cool looking picture here. It looks like a good print to hang up in your Adirondack camp here. This one's dated 1908. This one sold for $9.95 plus shipping. Another first day cover going out. This one had a few watchers right away and also a few very low offers right away. This one's dated 1942 and it sold for $4.95 plus shipping. Next two here are postcards. It says Alexandria Bay, 1,000 Islands, 1910. This one sold for $2.50 plus shipping. Next postcard is a Valentine's Day postcard, Cupid's Diary. Postmarked from 1915. It's got a nice, it's embossed. You can see it from the back side there. And this one sold for $3.50 plus shipping. Okay, let's get into the good stuff here. 1966, January 12th, 1966. That was the day that the Batman television series premiered. Here we have Adam West as Batman on the cover of TV Magazine. I've got it in plastic here to keep it a little more protected. Now, the TV Magazine, it's basically a TV guide that was placed into larger publications like Chicago Tribune, Boston Herald, stuff like that. And this one, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that had this for sale. I couldn't find any other examples for sale when I was comping this one out. I did find one that had sold back in 2023, and I priced mine a little bit under what that one sold for because, I hope it shows up here in the plastic, but there's a little X on the bottom, and then you can see along the staples, it's starting to separate a little bit. Other than that, it's in really, really good condition. Now, I had best offer available on this one, but I didn't get any offers, which I'm honestly shocked. I didn't get a single offer on this piece. But someone just bought it outright for my full asking price of $499.99. All right, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.